Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about the nursing necessities. I have here with me just all the things that I have either used while I was nursing or some things that I thought I might need while I was nursing that I actually didn't need. So I just wanted to go over all of it with you guys. So if you are a new mom, you can kind of get a heads up on what types of nursing necessities you might need. So first off, I'm going to show my little guy because he is just so stinking cute. Can you say hi? He is supporting the video right now with his I Heart Boobies. This is actually one of the products that I wanted to talk about. So this is the Leech Co. Podster. Here is the brand. I don't know if you can see that. But this is awesome. So this is just a great thing, and I actually use this while I am pumping. So I always pump right after he eats. That way it kind of tricks your body into thinking that the baby still needs more milk. So in order to quickly transition from nursing him to pumping, I keep this little pod in the bed right next to me in the mornings, and I can just set him down in the pod while I'm nursing or while I'm pumping, and it's just a great way for him to, you know, safely be in the bed with me, and he loves to sit in that, and he's just gonna sit in it right now for the whole video. So it's just a great thing to have in general, but I really like it for while I'm pumping. So let's get into all the things. The first thing you probably all either have or have heard of, but it's the boppy. So this just really was helpful for me. I think if you are on to your like 4th or 5th kid, like you don't need this at all, but when you're a new mom and you're first starting out and it's your first baby, it's very scary even just like holding them. They're so little and fragile, and holding them to nurse for, you know, when they're that little, they can take sometimes like an hour to feed. So it's so great to have this little pillow. And basically, if you haven't seen this before, it goes like around your waist. And so when you're sitting down, you can put this there, lay the baby on top of the pillow, and then you can comfortably nurse. Your arms are sitting on the pillow. His head is supported. And it's just an easy way to nurse. I love it. I still use it. I don't necessarily like travel with it though, because now I'm kind of more used to it, and I can just quickly do it when we're out in public. But it's great for when you're first starting out, and it just makes it very comfortable to nurse. What? Another way to make it really comfortable when you are nursing, especially the nighttime feeding, with the boppy and then this other thing, it was a lifesaver. So this is just a wedge pillow, and I got this when I was pregnant. I got it for my feet to keep my feet elevated, and I've learned so many more uses for it since then. But I love putting this. So if you can kind of see, it's just shaped like a big wedge, and it's soft. I put this down, and then I put my pillows on top of it, and then it's just a nice slanted way for me to lay, so I can just lean back, but my whole back is supported, and I can just lean back with the boppy and feed him, and it's just so comfortable. When we're home, that's where I always feed him, unless he gets hungry when I'm like out in the kitchen. But for the most part, I will always take him into my bedroom and feed him laying down on this wedge with the boppy. It's just the most comfortable way to feed. And it's really important to be comfortable when you are breastfeeding, because it helps with the letdown. The more comfortable and relaxed you are, the better your milk will let down. So next we've got, let's see, for the very beginning, you're definitely gonna need these. So this is a little tiny pump. This came with, I got like a little breastfeeding starter kit by Lancino, and this came with it, and I actually also got one of these from the hospital. So this is a teeny tiny little pump, and you squeeze it and milk comes out. So when I first started breastfeeding in the hospital, he was having trouble latching, and my nipples were kind of a little bit flat, and so the baby needs like in order to latch on, they need like the pointed nipple. And this basically, when you put this on your breast, it pulls your nipple out, and then it also extracts a little bit of milk, or in the very beginning, colostrum. So you can extract some of that, and it just helped him a lot with latching, because then he was able to find it better. It was easier for him to latch on, and then with it pulling out a little bit of colostrum, he could like smell it and find it better. And then I also liked this, if you are one of those people that likes to put breast milk on baby acne or cradle cap or anything like that, then this is a great little tool, especially when your milk is still coming in and it's not like flowing out, where you can't just like squeeze it and it comes out. This is great, because I would always just take this and pump it a couple times and just get like a tiny little bit of milk in there, and then I would use my clean fingers and just like dot it on wherever I wanted to give him a little milk bath. So this thing is awesome. I don't really use it anymore, but in the beginning it was great. Another thing is the Lancino HPA lanolin. So this, they also gave me this at the hospital, but I had my own. They gave me a teeny tiny one. When I was first starting out, my nipples were just so sore and starting to crack and blister and dry up. So this was great. I used it after every single feeding. I still find myself reaching for this if I've, you know, pumped for a long time, or just every once in a while I still need to use it. But for the first couple weeks, I had to use it after every feeding. And it's safe to put directly on your breasts and then breastfeed. So, and also you can put this on their lips, because Cal would get a little chapped lip, and like skin would kind of peel right here, because they get kind of like a little callus from breastfeeding. So I used this on his lips as well. So this stuff was really, really great. It's just so much relief when you put this on. And then it also came with, I should have brought this in the video, but this little pack that I got also came with cold packs that are like specially made for your boobs. So I used those too the first like week that I was nursing, because my boobs would hurt so bad. So the ice packs really helped. Okay, so once you're in the routine of things and you have your basics covered, you're probably going to want to start pumping. And now most women start pumping for going back to work or other reasons. I just like to have a supply on hand for date nights and vacations that we may take without Cal, or I like to enjoy drinking alcohol. So if I'm ever unable to feed him, I always have milk. And then just in case of emergencies, you never know what could happen where you might not be able to feed. I really like have peace of mind just getting a lot of milk saved up. So here's kind of some things with that. My breast pump is the Medela pump. It looks like this. It's got the cords and everything. This was free with my insurance, so check with your insurance. They usually will cover it. I didn't get it until the day we left the hospital. I kept worrying about it. I was like, I need to get my pump. I need to get my pump. But you really don't need it until after the baby's here, obviously. So you can get it right when you leave the hospital. Your doctor will write you a prescription for it, and usually insurance will just cover it. So that's what I use to pump. Now that makes a lot of noise. You have to plug it in. Another reason why I like my little setup in my bedroom, because I keep my pump right there plugged in, and I can lean back on my wedge and just pump. So since that makes a lot of noise and it has to be plugged in, I also bought this. I've only used this a couple times, but I think it's a pretty cool idea. It is the Medela, I think it's called the Harmony pump, and it is a hand pump. So you just pump it with your, this is a great thing that you could throw in your diaper bag. So if there are times when you are out with a friend or you're doing something and you don't want to have to like bring your big pump, plug it in and all that, you can just do this. And we're going on a trip in a few weeks, and we're going to be without Cal. We're going to be drinking and having fun and doing adult stuff. So I plan on keeping this pump with me, and I can just like run in the bathroom, pump it out, dump it down the sink, and be good to go. And I will do it often, at least every 3 hours, if not more, just so that I know that I'm not missing any like feedings, because I am like deathly afraid of losing my milk supply for being away from him. If you guys have any stories about that, let me know, because I'm really scared about losing my milk supply because I'll be away from him. But I'm going to use this all the time. And then I also have actually used this at home when he started sleeping through the night. It's just, I don't want to wake him up. That pump is so loud. You plug it in and it's like, So this one is just like super secret and quiet and discreet, and you can just like quickly do it. And it actually, I got 5 ounces with it in about less than 10 minutes. So you can kind of do it yourself pretty quickly. I guess this is one, and then this is another one. So depending on your letdown or whatever, but it's pretty cool. Buy it on Amazon because it's only $25. It was like $40 at Target. So definitely get it through Amazon. Another thing is if you're pumping, you have all those pump parts. I did buy an extra set of pump parts because if you're pumping, you have to clean them between each time. So I always like to have one soaking in the soapy water and have one set ready to go. I pumped a lot more when I was first breastfeeding and stuff because I was getting engorged a lot throughout the night, and with his nightly feedings, now I'm down to pumping just one time in the morning pretty much, but it's good to have extra parts. And then this is a Medela steam bag, quick clean, micro steam. My friend gave these to me. I have about 5 of them. That's probably all I'll ever need. You check the boxes on the back after each use. Each bag can be used 20 times, and you just put all of your parts in here with 2 ounces of water, zip it up, and pop it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. And I just, about twice a month, I just put all his bottles, all my pump parts, and everything in these bags and sanitize them. Then for storing milk, I use these Lancela, or whatever, however you say this brand, storage bags. These are great. I haven't tried any other ones. I went to go get the Target brand ones because I figured they'd be cheaper, but actually these are cheaper through Amazon. I buy the 100 count box, and I'm already on my 2nd box, so I've got a lot of milk. And then another great thing, if you like to drink, which I do, and I don't ever want my breast milk to be tainted with alcohol. So this is a great thing for testing your breast milk. Another thing is burp cloths, obviously. These are just the cloth diapers. I got them from Amazon, but they make great burp cloths because they're just, you know, easy. They wash easily. They're extremely cheap. So these are great. Lactation Plus, I think I talk about this all the time. These are the Honest Company ones. I just love these for milk supply whenever I'm feeling a little bit low. I take these. I try to take 1 a day, but I don't always. I forget a lot of times. But definitely help my milk a lot. Okay, and then let me talk about some clothing things, and then I'll talk about the things that I don't really need. So as far as nursing bras, super cute, right? Not. These are just the most basic, boring nursing bras. I got mine on Amazon. It was a 3-pack for like 20 bucks. They clip down, they're padded, they're wireless, they're great. Then I found these, so cute, from Walmart. The brand is XOXO by You Lingerie, and they had like 3 different styles, so I got all 3 because they were only $16, and they also clip down just like a normal nursing bra, but they're pretty. So I really like these. I don't wear them as often as I thought I would because of all the lace and stuff. They don't like work under all my clothes, but I do really like them. Nursing tanks are great. When I'm home by myself with him, that's pretty much all I ever wear because it's just so easy. This one I especially like is by Jessica Simpson. I like this one because it's padded, so I don't even have to wear a bra. I never wear a bra with my nursing tanks anyways, but this at least, you know, is a little bit more coverage. But these are so great, just with leggings, sweatpants, whatever. Perfect for around the house. I even wear them underneath my clothes if we're going to be going out and I know I'm going to be nursing him in public. I like to wear these like under a long sleeve button up or under a sweatshirt, because they're just, that way when you lift your shirt, or when you lift your sweatshirt, you still have like a tank top on, and then you unclip, and then it's just nice, everything's still covered, versus wearing nothing but a bra, then you lift your shirt and it's like a lot. So I like nursing tanks. This, I literally just got this in the mail today. It looks a little small, so hopefully it stretches a lot. This is by Le Leche League. This is a nursing sports bra. I am so excited because I needed one. It's a high impact, we'll see, nursing sports bra. So I've been going to the gym, and as soon as I start doing jumping jacks or high knees, my boobs are like hitting me in the chin. And it's painful because they're like full of milk and it's not comfortable. So I need a bra that I can nurse in, because I nurse him right after the gym, and it's so hard if you can't do it quickly. So I just like to have easy access, and this is a cute, colorful one. It seems very sturdy with the clips. It looks like that, and it was only $24. They had 3 or 4 different colors. I would have bought more, but I wanted to give it a shot before I just was like, okay, give me all of them. So I'm gonna try it out. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it, and if I really like it, I will probably buy some more, because that's really what I need right now, are nursing sports bras and nursing workout tanks, but don't even get me started because I can't find any. Okay, so on to some things that you don't necessarily need. This is a nursing sleeping bra. So when I first came home from the hospital and had my first few nights, and he started sleeping, 6 hours at night. He did that really fast, like within the first week. Yeah, because his first week he was already gaining weight, so the doctor said we could go 5 to 6 hours. So my boobs were getting super engorged and leaking, and I wasn't waking up enough to keep up with all of the supply that my milk was making. So I was leaking, so I ordered some of these comfortable sleeping bras. This is a Target one, and it's tight, and it's just like not very comfortable to sleep in. I also ordered some from Amazon that were too big and would like slide around, and I don't think that they're necessary. Here's my opinion. I also have pads. I also have nursing pads, and I only had a select few from coming home from the hospital because they were just like samples. I had never bought any. So after the first couple nights of just like leaking, pouring milk all over my bed sheets, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get some more. So I bought like a 100 pack of these nursing pads, and honestly, it's more work than it's even worth, because you put them on, they're sticky on one side, they like slide out, they're not very comfortable to sleep in my opinion. When you're pulling down your bra to nurse, they like come unstuck from the bra. They were just annoying. And I thought, in my opinion, I'd rather just leak a little bit on the bed and wash the sheets, because I wash my sheets now every single week because of him spitting up and milk and everything. So I'm like, I'd just rather, wait a couple days and wash the sheets really well than have to constantly wear these pads. I do bring them if we're traveling, because I don't want to like get someone's bed, stained with milk. Like when we were staying with our in-laws, I wore them. But other than that, if I'm just at home in my own bed, I don't really care if it leaks. It doesn't stain, and it doesn't like leave my nightgown stained or anything. So I think it's not worth the money, and it's more trouble than it is to just clean, wash your sheets. Another thing I got that I thought would be super handy was this Medela hands-free pump bra. This thing is just, again, it's more work than it's worth. So you have to put it on, you put the little pumps through the things, you zip it up, and you get all situated, and then yeah, you can move around, you can do whatever you want, your hands are free. But I just feel like by the time I do all of this, you have to take your clothes off. It's just like, it's just too much work, when honestly I could just sit there and hold them for 5 minutes. Or what I've noticed is as you start to kind of get into position or however you are comfortable with pumping, I usually pump leaned over and then I rest the bottles on my knees, and then I can put my phone in front of me or my iPad. I usually just watch YouTube videos while I'm pumping, so it doesn't even require any hands. But you can kind of rest the bottles on your legs or put a pillow and rest the bottles down on the pillow. I think that's honestly easier than trying to fiddle with this stupid bra thing because it's just too much work. And then lastly, another big waste of money. And I kept thinking, do I really need this or not? It was expensive. It was like $25 for what it is. And this is the Milky's Milk Saver. Now, some people, like my friend was like, no, you need it. Like some people maybe need it, but basically what it is, it's got a little hole in the back. And what you do is I guess you just hold it there. I don't really know. Yeah, I guess you hold it there. You'd have to. So when you're first breastfeeding, apparently one side, if you're nursing on one side, then the other side will just start to leak. So this is supposed to catch all of that extra milk. Now for me, yes, that's happened, like if I'm really, really engorged, but it leaks like just little drops, and I usually just take a burp cloth and stick it on there for a couple seconds and it's, you know, it stops. So this is meant to catch all of that leaking milk so that you don't waste a drop. So then once it's caught, you can dump this into a bottle and save it. So honestly, like that's not worth it. Like it's too much effort to go grab this thing, hold it here just to get like maybe 1 ounce even. I don't even know what you would get. But so for me, that wasn't worth it. If you're someone that just like pours out on the other side, maybe it's good, but it wasn't worth it for me. I didn't really use it. So those are all of my nursing necessities. I hope this helped you. I hope you got some good tips, advice, whatever, and good luck with breastfeeding because it is quite a journey, and stick with it because it's always worth it. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.